is the law of success. My name is Marlon Sanders, and we're talking about what Napoleon Hill said in the law of success about increasing your sales. Now, a lot of people don't know this. Everybody knows Think and Grow Rich, but this was the big daddy. This was the big boy. This was originally a correspondence course. Now, I have like a really nice one. It's like a faux leather edition. I really love this one. Now, let me read to you whether you're an affiliate, you got your own products or services, you're a consultant, you're a coach, you're a mortgage broker, financial plan, I don't care what you are. This applies to you, right? He said, page 61 in the chapter on the mastermind. He said that any sales organization can make effective use of the law of the mastermind by grouping the salesmen in groups of 2 or more people who will ally themselves in a spirit of friendly cooperation, apply the law as suggested in this lesson. By the way, we do this Wednesday night in my mastermind, in my coaching, right? An agent for a well-known make of automobile who employs 12 salesmen has grouped his organization in 6 groups of 2 men each with the object of applying the law of the mastermind, with the result that all the salesmen have established new high sales records. The same organization created what it calls the once-a-week club, meaning that each man belonging to the club has averaged the sale of 1 car a week since the club was organized. Now remember, he wrote this way back in like the 1920s or 30s. At the time, 1 car a week was really good. Today, it's not a lot. Back then, that was really rocking, right? And so they organize this once a week club. You could organize a club, but, for 10 sales a week or 20 sales a week, right? Meaning that each man belonging to the club has averaged sale of 1 car a week since the club was organized. The results of this effort have been surprising to all. Each man belonging to the club was provided with a list of 100 prospective purchasers of automobiles. Each salesman sends 1 postal card a week to each of 100 prospective purchasers and makes personal calls on at least 10 of these per day. Each postal card is confined to the description of but one advantage of the automobile the salesman is selling and asks for a personal interview. Interviews increase rapidly and also have sales. The agent employs these salesmen is offered an extra cash bonus to each salesman who earns the right to membership in the 1 a week club by averaging 1 car a week. The plan's injected new vitality in the entire organization. Moreover, the results of the plan are showing in the weekly sales record. All right, let's talk about how you can use this. Now, personally, I think sending out postcards is a great idea because nobody does it anymore. Like, when was the last time someone sent you a postcard that was in, says, you don't get very many of them, maybe like your insurance company or someone, right? Or Medicare, if you're my age. But other than that, like, nobody does it. So you could literally send 1 card a week. And what the critical thing he said was one benefit per card. Now, say, well, Marlon, I ain't gonna send no postcard. I don't care what no Napoleon Hill said. Well, remember, they didn't have the internet back in Napoleon Hill days. All right. Well, not in the early days anyway. They did, I think, before he passed on. But you can do the same thing with an email, obviously. And here's the key. 1 benefit per email. 1 benefit per email. It's a very simple plan. Now, you can do that once a week. If you're B2B, your business to consumer probably once a day, right? 1 benefit a day. And that's just brilliant. Now, you can call. The phone still works. But you can also message, private message, which is the real trend today, or text message, or a personal email follow-up, or one of those, what is the thing called? There's services that let you send a personal, like 1-minute video. Like you can use Loom to do that. Trying to remember, there's one that the real estate agents use. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But anyway, like a little personal video. People do this over on LinkedIn a lot. Works fantastic over there on LinkedIn, right? Just a little personal video. I've heard of people on Facebook doing personal audios, and that worked well, right? So here's I think the key behind this, though. Notice he did not just say, send a postcard a week. Call people. That's not what he said. Now, before I say this, let me say that I had a client who started in insurance sales in Rockwall, Texas, and he could sell any insurance to anyone. He was ready to quit the business, and his mentor told him to go read Think and Grow Rich and to follow the chapter of the Mastermind. He did, and they did very similar to what's in the law of success here. They started a club just like this, except they met every morning at 6 a.m. And within 5 years, out of 8 of them, I believe 7 of them were millionaires, right, including my client, Walter Haley. So the method works, but the method is not sending postcards, although that's a great idea, or sending one benefit a day of the product and following up. The method is the power of the mastermind. Any sales organization can make effective use of the law of the mastermind, right? He says here, this introduction, because the mastermind chapter is the introduction to the book. This introduction, while not really intended as a separate lesson of the law of success course, contains sufficient data to enable the student who has an aptitude for selling to become a master salesperson. He says, you cannot spend too much time in serious thought and contemplation in connection with the law of the mastermind for the reason that when you have mastered the law and have learned how to apply it, new worlds of opportunity will open to you. By the way, my client kept doing his mastermind, and after he made $1 million, he went on to make $78 million. After he made $78 million, he went on to make $600 million, and pretty much until the day he died, he held a weekly mastermind. And I was told that people would fly in one person would fly in from out of state weekly for his mastermind. When you're worth $600 million, people will do that. He had an Olympic-sized swimming pool in his bedroom, right? He had a telemarketing room in the basement with about 10 salespeople, and he would hold seminars in his living room or den, and it held like 100, 150 people. Yeah. His name was Walter Itsy Bitsy out in Hunt, Texas. So anyway, he was a fervent believer in Think and Grow Rich. He would read Think and Grow Rich every year for like 30 years, right? And it's funny because people would come to him to borrow money or ask a big favor. And he would say, tell you what, go read Think and Grow Rich. And after you've read it, come back to me. Nobody ever came back to him, not once, right? Very interesting, right? Very interesting. But we're really looking here at combining two forces. Number one, the power of the mastermind. And again, if you're not in a mastermind, I invite you to take a trial of mine on Wednesday night, right? Every Wednesday night, we do a mastermind, we do marketing. Now, you combine that with a sales technique, and he has a very simple one. Send out a postcard, or in today's world, you can do an email once a week with a benefit or once a day with a benefit. One benefit of the product or service. In this case, it was automobiles. It's whatever you're selling, right? And here's what's fascinating about this. Nobody does this. You think, well, Marlon, I know to send email. What kind of stupid thing are you telling me? I done send email. Come on, dog. I send email. No, you don't send email the way he said. He said what? One benefit per card or one benefit per email. So let's say, pray tell, like I'm writing a new sales letter here and for a product, and I've listed out 12 benefits of purchasing the product. It'll be $1,000 product about email marketing. And it's got 12 benefits. So at this fast, I know what my email marketing is, or at least my initial email marketing. I got 12 benefits. One benefit goes in each email. Send them every day, every other day, every 3 days, once a week. I can go back to product launch formula if I so desired. Shout out to Jeff Walker, who was on the original panel back in about 1998, 99, or 2000 when we were doing our Boulder, Colorado seminars. One of the very, very, very first seminars on internet marketing. I believe the system by Ken MacArthur preceded us, McCarthy. But anyway, Jeff was there. And what Jeff would probably say is don't just send the email with one benefit, send them a series of videos. Each video has a benefit. and then lead up to your product launch. That's one way to do it. I mean, who can argue with that? Who can argue with that method? One benefit a day, have a video, lead up to a product launch, or one video every couple days. Now Jeff teaches it a little bit different, but this would absolutely, positively work. So give me a shout out if you're watching. Let me know who's watching. Let me just go over here and check and see if we have any comments. Hold on, guys. Let me get into my program so I can see the comments today. So we have a comment here. A lot of big names are still using direct mail, though, as well. Still works. Yeah, Marty, we were just having a discussion with Bob Serling and Martin Howie about this. Martin still going strong, and he sells big tickets up to $1 million, $100,000, $1 million. Martin's a master, and he uses direct mail. He uses the Marty Chenard old direct mail method. In fact, I'll show it to you here in a second, right? And somebody commented, old school. Yeah, dog, that's old school. Here we had a comment, a lot of Cam Fat said, keep rocking. Yeah. Hey, so I'm going to pop on over here and show you this. Let's see if I can pop on over here to my Facebook. So here's what Mike Wu Ming just commented. Martin said, direct mail is and always has been a big part of our marketing strategy. Years ago, Postmark shows $19.99. Also, look at the prices. I learned how to create personalized teaser copy by merging a name with a message for the front envelope. Marty Chenard was the first, then Michael Jans. We had quickly adopted this and still keep using these to this day. There's the example of the mail that he still sends. Still sends, right? And then I have an example of the old Bob Serling postcard here. I'll show it to you. So here was the Bob Serling postcard. I apologize that it's reversed. I mean, it's vertical, but the Facebook freaking did that when I posted it. But it said, free report reveals a powerful reverse marketing breakthrough. Discover the reverse marketing secret Bob Serling used to create a $22 campaign that brought in $18,400 in 6 days. Supercharged mailings. Visit bobserling.com/super. This was back in like 1998, I think 1999. And then Bob commented on it here several times. I think his first comment was, wow, and he printed sideways on the postcard. That's funny. There's Martin. Yep, Bob Serling said, yep, I knew Marty well. Martin, in fact, Marty brought Marlon, Declan Dunn, and Jonathan Mizell to one of my seminars. Yeah, so anyway, you can read this. It's an interesting thread just about direct mail. Luke Jayton commented. Chris Elliott commented. Andrew Fox, just a lot of people. It's really interesting because nobody does direct mail anymore. That's a crazy freaking thing, right? Nobody does direct mail anymore. But anyway, whether you do direct mail or not, that's really not the point of what Napoleon Hill was saying here. Although I thought it's a great method. I think it's just a killer freaking method. I need to be using this method in my business. Let's be honest. I need to. Okay, if you think of this, you go to Facebook. How much do you pay for a click on Facebook? If you go to Facebook, in my industry, you're probably paying $2 a click. Oof, I can send a postcard for, I don't know what it is to send a postcard. Now let's go check. How much is it to send a postcard in the United States? It's going to vary by country. USPS, send postcards. Let's just go check it out here. Let's see here. Now, USPS has some kind of an online service where you could actually send your postcards, but I just wanted to see here. So it's 66 cents. You can send 1 ounce. That's actually a letter, which is 4 sheets of paper. For 66 cents, you can't get a click on Facebook in most niches for freaking 66 cents. Yes, you do have to pay for the postcard and the address here. But postcards are cheaper. A standard postcard stamp costs 51 cents. 51 freaking cents. Is that not just crazy? That's crazy, right? 51 cents. You cannot buy a click in hardly any market on Facebook for 51 cents. But I can get my postcard in front of your face for 51 cents. The USPS has a service where you print through them, and I believe they don't even charge you for the printing. It's like 51 cents for the postcard. I'll have to go check that out. I don't want to look it up right now. But the point is, Napoleon Hill's bringing out here the power of the mastermind. I'm going to show you what he said here. You can read what he said right there. Right? That's what he said right there. And again, that's in Law of Success, which was like a correspondence course. And that's on page 61. Really powerful stuff, right? Let's go look at comments again, see if we have other comments here. All right. Yeah. If we have a comment, 66 cents and people look at a postcard if it's interesting. Yeah, no joke, right? And like, if you look at that Bob Serling postcard I showed you, it's really a great postcard. Very simple. We'll go back and look at it. Like, I want to try, I'm going to send out a postcard like this. I'll show you something interesting about Bob's postcard, too. It sent you to the website. It just sent you right here to the website. I apologize for it being like, I don't think I can rotate this. I might could. Let's see if I can do it. I don't think I can. There's the postcard there. Let me bring it down to size. That's what about the size of it. I don't know if I got a rotate feature here or not. No, I don't see a, whoops, sorry about that. I don't see a rotate feature. But anyway, that's the postcard right there. Right? I mean, you can print that off on your home printer if you want. It's no big deal, right? Very, very simple. And you know, so Bob would send out literally like $22 and things like postcards and little letters, and he'd bring back 20,000 bucks. Freaking crazy, guys and gals. Just freaking crazy. Sorry about that. My asthma's bothering me. Okay. Let me do me a favor. Do me a favor. Please, please, please. Find another person and tell them about this live stream. Find another person and tell them about this live stream. Now, if you go over here to my channel, let me bring it up here, and you go to the community tab right here, I have a little thing where you can post this thing on your community tab. And then you can win, you can get a free report of how I got 100 pages of testimonials on autopilot if you just post this on your Facebook and let me know, right? Also, if you want to get more from me, go to my playlist. Like YouTube tells me that nobody goes to my playlist, and they dock me for that. That's not a good thing. So go to my playlist, and I got different categories of stuff on conversions and sales letters and, you know, my top videos and so forth. And go there and watch something else on the playlist, and it'll help me in YouTube. Maybe it'll help me in YouTube. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Maybe it'll help me, right? Hey, listen. Thank you for watching today. I hope you got something out of this. If you didn't have my report, how I sell 70,000 products online using free advertising, go to resellertoolkit.com/70K. That is already in the description. You all have a rockin' great day, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye for now, everyone.